Good evening and welcome to the programme. So, the capital is to play host to another major sporting event after winning the World Athletics Championships in 2017. It means athletic fans who missed out on tickets for 2012 will have another chance to see the world's best athletes at the Olympic Stadium 5 years later. In a moment, we'll have live reaction from Monaco, and we're also at one of the capital's athletics tracks. But first, this report from our Olympics correspondent, Adrian Warner.
It's quite fitting that the future plans of the Olympic Stadium are decided in a place associated with a casino and tax. Some people think it's a big gamble to keep an athletics track after 2012, and it's London council taxpayers who will take a hit if the stadium doesn't get used enough and ends up as a white elephant. So the stakes have been very high for London in Monte Carlo today. Win and London can stage the third biggest sports event after the World Cup and the Olympics, and those people who say that the track should stay in Stratford have got a very strong argument. This week it was announced that the 99-year lease for the stadium includes a commitment to keep the track. That's why Boris Johnson flew into Monaco today to help the battle against the money of rival bidders Doha. The mayor will be responsible for the Olympic Park after the Games.
There are big economic prizes and impacts from hosting an event like this, and I think it's put at about 100 million, according to a study that I've seen, for London, the London economy.
It's London.
And so there was massive relief when London won the vote of the world governing body of athletics.
We always said we wanted the stadium to be a mixture of community use, club use, elite athletes, but to bring the blue ribbon, the prestige event of the World Athletic Championships to the stadium is a fantastic piece of icing on that cake. I could not be more pleased.
That was always what this was about, making sure that the Olympic Park was going to be used. It has a clear goal. Athletes can now, hopefully at school level, say, you know, one day I can run at the Olympic Stadium.
This isn't the only athletics championship that we're going to have. After all, there's plenty of opportunity to have fantastic championships for kids, for London kids, for schools championships from around the country. There's going to be a series of events, but also, I mean, the stadium is going to be, I think, a great venue for events of all kinds, for pop concerts, you name it.
This decision guarantees the stadium has a short-term future at least as an athletics venue, and London's economy gets the boost of another prestigious global sports event.
Adrian Warner reporting from Monaco, where the decision was made. Well, Paul Curran is at Lee Valley Athletics Centre. Paul, so what's the reaction been like there?
Well, as you can imagine, it's been a really positive reaction. This fantastic facility is just 3 miles away from the Olympic Stadium in Stratford, so any athletes who make it won't have far to travel in 2017. Now, one of those hoping to be there is Claire Ward. Now, Claire, you're a heptathlete. What does this mean to you?
It's an amazing opportunity for us a competition to aim for, and a great one to follow the Olympic Games.
I mean, you're obviously not going to the Olympic Games, so does this give you something really to work for?
Yeah, definitely, because I'll be in mid-20s, so it's an important competition for me to aim for.
And what about your friends? Have they got the same sort of sense that this is something for them?
Yeah, definitely. I think all of them have seen it as a great opportunity for us, something to work towards.
Lovely, thank you for that, Claire. Now, also with me is John Mann. Now, John, you're one of the coaches here, the pole vault coach. This, in theory, secures the legacy for the athletics at the Olympic Stadium. Are you convinced?
Yes, I'm convinced. It gives us an opportunity to use the stadium again and to justify why we got the stadium and why we should keep the stadium and not take it down.
I mean, have you been worried that they could backtrack?
Yes, I have been worried. I was a football and that. I think, no, take it over and then destroy the track. Now, they can't really do that now.
So you'll also be able to sort of inspire your athletes, presumably, by saying, hey, we've got something to really work for here.
That's right, we've got something to work for, we've got another thing to aim at, and it's going to be local as well, and it's in this country, and we're in front of our home fans as well. So it's going to be ideal for us.
Fantastic. Well, John, thanks for that. Of course, we perhaps shouldn't count our chickens just yet. I don't want to be too cynical, but of course we should have had the 2005 World Athletics Championships here at Pickett's Lock. So let's hope that this all works out.
Paul from Lee Valley, thank you. And we hope to speak to Adrian live in Monaco later on in the programme. But in the meantime, plenty more to come, including